Now, from your weather authority, meteorologist Cody Bailey.
Well, we had a few clouds this morning and some very light rain showers closer to daybreak and just after sunrise. But quickly, we got the clouds out of here and a beautiful Saturday with a much warmer day compared to these last couple of days as well, as we made it into the low to middle 80s. Down to the southwest, some locations across western Kentucky reach the upper 80s. But we have another warm day tomorrow before the fall-like temperatures return, similar to what we had earlier this week with highs in the 70s, lows in the 40s. But that's still a couple days away. But outside right now, a beautiful, very pleasant and comfortable evening shaping up here across the tri-state. We'll start with downtown Owensboro from our roofclaim.com tower camera looking towards the Blue Bridge and Smothers Park from high atop of the Hampton Inn. And then finally on the downtown Evansville, where a beautiful sunset just occurred last couple minutes. Of course, now as we go deeper into the fall season, sunset at 6:44. So some very pleasant colors there. And of course, the pleasant temperatures as we fall through the low 80s and 70s. Still holding on to 83 Evansville and Henderson. Owensboro coming in at 81. Same story down in Calhoun, but some 70s showing up and even lower 70s. Carmi, one of the cool spots at 72. Fairfield 75 and Princeton coming in at 76 right now. And we are much warmer right now than this time yesterday. You can see the 24-hour temperature change. We are nearly 15 to 20 degrees warmer right now than where we were yesterday. And we're going to be in the same range tomorrow. Maybe not quite as warm as the mid to upper 80s like we saw today, but still low to middle 80s possible for parts of the tri-state tomorrow before another front moves through, and that brings the return of those very fall-like temperatures. But outside right now, no threat of rain right now. We could see maybe a few sprinkles overnight into very early Sunday morning, but actually some severe weather across southeastern Missouri that could clip parts of northwest Tennessee, far western and southwestern Kentucky. But that activity is going to dive well to the south of the tri-state. And there's our storm tracker showing clear skies here in the immediate tri-state. Those clouds also staying off towards the south and southwest. But of course, our focus over the next couple of days, especially by early next week, will be again what as of this morning now tropical storm Ian, which is expected to rapidly intensify as it goes over the warm Gulf waters and likely at least close to landfall early next week as a major category, possibly 3 to 4 hurricane. Right now, just tropical storm force winds at 45 miles per hour. And I mentioned before the break, the trends today with the forecast guidance continues to shift a little bit further west out towards the southeastern Gulf of Mexico. And now this time yesterday, the models were having kind of the southern edge of Florida as the bullseye. But now, again, with that western trend, puts the panhandle of Florida back into play. And again, could be a category 4 storm as it approaches landfall by Wednesday afternoon to early Thursday morning of next week. And so if that western trend continues, that could maybe for part of the tri-state, mainly to our east, give us some clouds and maybe some showers by late next week. All depends on that track and where landfall takes place. But again, outside of a couple of sprinkles by daybreak tomorrow morning, much like today, we'll see our Sunday featuring morning clouds quickly out of here. Once again, plenty of sunshine for your Sunday with highs in the upper 70s to lower 80s. And then that front moves through Sunday night into early Monday morning, and that's going to be our return to fall. We keep the sunshine, but we bring those fall temperatures back. So once again, crisp fall mornings and very pleasant temperatures in the afternoon. But Monday and Tuesday and even tomorrow will feature pretty windy conditions as well. So that's going to be the one factor we'll have to deal with over the course of the next couple of days. So the rest of this evening, we'll continue that fall through the 70s, eventually in the low to mid 60s, maybe some outlying areas in the upper 50s by daybreak tomorrow morning. Tomorrow afternoon, again, windy but warm and relatively quiet with northwest winds at 10 to 20 miles per hour. Here's your 7-day forecast showing the windy conditions continuing into Tuesday, and there's the return of the fall-like temperatures. Once again, some very pleasant fall-like air, some crisp, cool mornings, lows in the middle 40s, especially Wednesday morning, 44 for the morning low temperature. And again, we'll keep the eye on the rain chances by next weekend. It's all going to depend on where exactly Ian makes landfall and tracks once it makes its trek up towards the possibly the Gulf Coast as well. So we'll keep a close eye on that in the next couple days.